GMOs have got to go. Because we all have a right to know. GMOs have got to go. We all have a right to know.
I'm here to celebrate. I never thought I would be siding with a large corporation. And we're still with a large food corporation, but I will have to side with Chipotle today. Because I really like the sign on their doors. And the sign says, "Farewell to GMOs."
Now I'm standing above a sign that talks about 32 million children. 32 million children are on the school lunch program. Now, despite the FDA saying that there is no acceptable amount of trans fat that is edible, that is acceptable for human consumption, it is in almost every single school lunch.
Because we all know Monsanto is an actor, but it is also a symbol, right? Monsanto is one company that stands for a handful that are part of this corporate oligarchy that are really defining the terms of our food system, of our agricultural systems, not just in the US, but globally. So the fight that we're fighting is against this actor, but against also the symbol and the system.
Do not want to face the reality that this was a failed dream, that this was a bad nightmare. So it's great to see that we are here, that we are so many actually by American standards. Yeah. It's great to see, and actually this is growing. This is growing. I just spent some time with my friend from Switzerland who was saying, you know, from Europe, we used to give up on the US. We thought the US was going to be the lost case of the century, and we just forgot about trying to help them animate the streets and get out. But we are shocked at how this movement doesn't die away, and it's actually resurging and growing. And growing it is because this is where we're going to say farewell to GMOs. This is where we're going to experience the end of that nightmare that lasted almost half a century, that will pass in history as a really bad moment, a really bad mark in the history of the world, but certainly in the history of our country. But we're going to get over it. So I'm here just to invite you to continue and to say farewell to GMOs.